Welcome to the Kansas City Ice Center here in Kansas City, Missouri. Getting ready for action between the Kansas City Jets and the Omaha Junior Lancers Varsity. With me today is Mike Vasakis on the call, and we hope that this varsity contest will be a full contest.
Yeah.
Broadcast-wise.
Yeah, we had a little bit of technical difficulty in that first broadcast, but you know, from year to year, season to season, you never know what you're going to get in these buildings for signal and these types of things. And you know what? There's all kinds of updates that occurred with YouTube and so on and so forth. But we got to figure it out. So hopefully we'll have a complete broadcast for this varsity game. So the ice has been made here. Varsity games comprised of 17-minute periods. And they'll have ice makes between each period. And this will be the first contest between the KC Jets and the Omaha Junior Lancers varsity teams. KC bringing back some veteran players, and Omaha as well. And both teams have a sprinkling of new players as well. So we'll see how this game pans out. Neither team taking the ice just yet. KC official Rusty Cole, veteran official, will be wearing the bands for this contest. JV game was nicely done, as always here. Nauer has it, and he gets upended. He indirects it back into their zone where it's played off by Carter Eaves. He moves it across ice, back over to the strong side wall. Colton Reedman launches it in. Now picked up by Trimborn. Trimborn with a nice move. He's got some speed coming down the right wing side. He gets rubbed off the play, and the Jets take control. They'll move opposite high side. Picked down low. Trimborn with a shot just out of his reach. Comes to the point, and it jumps over the stick of Sinnott. Puck was left up front and just jumps over the stick of Jack Martinez, and the Lancers are out. Left in the weak side corner and reverse direction behind the KC cage. Moved up the half wall. Martinez tries to gain the zone. Omaha able to keep it in. Chubb on the forecheck. Johnson pinching in from the point. Keeps the puck in. Jumping over the stick of Barnes. And it comes into the Omaha end where it's played by Volanik. He finds Warner off the weak side wall in neutral ice, and Warner will launch it in. Forechecking now. Omaha's line of Trey Carlson, Timmy Johnson. Or excuse me, that's Parsons in the game. And Chubb on the forward line. Moved up the wall. Carlson chips it out. They'll leave it. The KC end, picked up by number 44. He's got some smooth moves. Carson Baker ladles it into the Omaha end. Played behind the net by Johnson. And he's battling with number 32, Hunter Swirsek. Carlson along the strong side right wing wall, trying to play it into the corner. KC wraps it. Boldick intercepts to Spence at the point. Spence back down the wall to Boldick. Maxime trying to win that puck. Johnson in with support. A shot from the point by Spence, and a save by Brocksterman.
We may have to help Gary and Gary invest in some internet down here. It's crazy.
Well, they spent a lot of money on this facility, and it looks good. But sometimes the internet signal is a little flaky.
Yep.
Omaha trying to sustain pressure here. Gavin Moffitt in on the forecheck. He'll move up the wall. He tries to take out number 10, still battling for the puck. Moffitt wins it. He comes out. He leaves it net front, and just off the skate. And Ridnour can't get a stick on it, and KC comes back the opposite direction. They enter the Omaha zone and played behind the net. Spence has it now. He's battling Bonicatti. Reverses back. And up the ice, Lucas Parr showing some speed. Drives a shot on net and a steer aside by Brocksterman. Lucas, he comes into the zone. A shot and a save, and we'll have a face-off in the KC defensive zone. Dilworth on the left point. Sinnott on the right. Parsons on the face-off. He's the centerman. He's flanked by Chubb. Puck is down, and a push by Parsons. He tries to move past the centerman for the Jets. Comes out into neutral ice where Rhett Warner drives it back in. On the puck is number 27, Justin Holt, and he'll move it out into neutral ice. Jumps over the stick of Sinnott, and he plays it into neutral ice. Carson Baker has it. He'll drop it into the left wing corner where Sinnott tries to control it. It gets to the opposite side, and Sinnott will come out from behind his net. He tries to go weak side to Chubb, but it's redirected off the stick of a KC forechecker, and it comes all the way back out down into the KC end. Volinick backhands it in, and on the forecheck is Johnson. Out into neutral ice. Omaha will have to tag up, and stolen away now. And a nice cross-ice pass to Colin Bachtel. Played in the corner by Charlie Graven. And just off the skate of Carlson, and it comes out into neutral ice. KC dumps it back into the right wing corner. Volinick has it. He has a stretching forward in Carlson and tried to find it, but it was thwarted by KC. Carlson now has it. He's going to his backhand, curls up the half wall, loses it to number 15, Mason Johnston, and played back down low for Caleb Schmitz. Timmy Johnson on the half wall, kept in by Omaha. Carlson has it. He drops it for Volinick, and that was a risky play because both defensemen were pinching up. Fortunately, Volinick was able to keep the puck near the blue line. Otherwise, that would have been a clear breakaway. And we have a whistle. Stoppage and play with 8:27 left in the first period.
Lots of goals in that first game, and so far knotted at 0 in this one.
Typically, varsity games are like that. They're a lot more physical, and there's usually fewer shots. It's more of a deliberate game. KC, nice play by Paul Spence, steering that puck away. Cross-ice pass is kicked away. Ridnour has it. He tries to headman it, loses the handle, and in comes Jack Martinez. Another steal. Ridnour battling. He comes up with it, backhands it in. Ridnour tries to finish his check. And they come out. Weak side streaking forward, Carter Eaves. He'll backhand it, knocked down by Spence. Spence will pick it up. And he's looking to dish it up the half wall. And he tries to find the glass and out and ends up incoming into the seating here. Pretty good crowd. Not sure about the social distancing here.
Well, Gary Scabone told me that as long as you're from the same family, you don't have to social distance. I'm not sure how many are from the same family, though.
But most everybody sitting here is wearing masks.
Oh, yeah.
So
There's
Trimborn tries to backhand it. Stolen away in neutral ice by 13, Charlie Graven. He'll come in. He lays it across the ice and tries to find... And another!
Oh.
Uh-oh. That puck was redirected over the glass and hit a mom in the head.
I think she's okay,
She's
though.
okay.
Last second saw it coming. You know, I always wonder why they yell heads up when something's coming at your head instead of duck.
That's a tough mom. Holy cow. She didn't even flinch. Thing you worry about those is cuts.
Yeah.
A frozen puck will cut you, but so far so good.
I've had a few when I used to referee right above the eye.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't get your head out of the way when they're clearing the puck. I wore a visor after that.
For sure. Out in the neutral ice, the Jets come. They'll go in off. I guess they came in, but they lost control of the puck. Dished off to Zwolik. He'll come across the blue line. He didn't have much support there. Victor Knapp in the game. They're changing personnel. Rhett Warner now. He's out with Chubb. And a shot and a steer side by Eicherman.
That should have been in.
Puck to the point. They'll go D to D. From the point, a shot. And it's redirected off the stick of Joe Young. Weak side. Warner trying to get there. Comes back into the Omaha zone. Now played by Warner. He'll go weak side to Chubb. Chubb will suffice to just drill it into the zone. Stopped behind the net by Brocksterman. Casey coming out. Joe Young bringing it down the right wing wall. Now played by Ben Barnes behind the Omaha cage. He'll take a look. He tries to go weak side to Maxime Bolduc. Bolduc now gathers the puck in and tries to dish it for Johnston. Volanik plays it up the wall to Bolduc. Off the skate of Carlson. Off the heel of his skate. Now Carlson will pick it up. He's got some skating room in neutral ice. He'll come into the zone. And just picked off his stick, wrapped to the opposite side on the rim. And KC comes out into neutral ice. Brought in by Graven. Stolen away by Bolduc. And offside gives Omaha an opportunity. Bolduc picks it up. He'll come down the left wing side. And he'll launch it in. And a glove save off an errant shot. Mostly a dump in by Bolduc. Moffitt picks it up. He'll drill it back in. Strong side corner. Spence with a nice play. Poke checks it back in from the point. Off the stick of Martinez. Graffelman in now at the center spot. Colton Redmond playing it up the wall to Ebbs. Ebbs chips it into the Omaha zone where the first man on the retrieve is Spence. He moves it up the half wall and dished over for Graffelman. He'll come in. He'll dish it for Ridnour. Back to Graffelman. Back to Ridnour. A shot off the backhand on a nice tic-tac-toe play there by Graffelman and Ridnour. And good save by Brocksterman. Puck is down. Casey wins it back. Baker picks it up behind his cage. And now they'll swing through. Chipped into neutral ice. Spence with a great knockdown there. Into the zone. A shot and a score. As number 29 flies into the zone. That's Austin Beneke. And he comes to the dot and pulls Nolan Eicherman over and beats him glove side. on the weak side corner of that net. That was a nice goal.
Very nice. Paul Spence kind of got a piece of him coming around, just not enough.
So KC leads 1-0 with 3:53 left in this first period of play. Omaha wins the draw. Dilworth on the chase. He takes number 5, Bonacani, off the play. And Dilworth will bring it up the half wall. Dishes it over for Trimborn. Trimborn is knocked off the puck, but Omaha able to get it into the zone. And we'll have a penalty here.
Against Kansas City, maybe?
It looks like it, and it looks like the player that was down was the perpetrator.
I was going to say, I heard KC fans crying foul there, so I wasn't sure.
That's Carson Baker, I believe. He'll go off on a 2-minute minor, I perceive. Did you see the call, Mike?
I did not.
Okay.
I think he made it when we were kind of looking to see who was coming.
Yeah. Well, 2-minute minor penalty. KC's 44, Carson Baker.
I'm sure Joel will make the call here shortly.
Yep. Carlson wins the draw. Omaha on their first power play. Delay of game. To the point. Volinick. Shot gets knocked down by a KC defender. Volinick on the retrieve. He'll chase back. And he'll move the puck up to Zwolik. He'll come down the right wing side. He's out with Carlson, Boldick, and Knapp. Shot in a steer side. Knapp will converge. He'll try to keep it in the zone. Dishes it for Carlson. Carlson freezing along the right wing half wall. And now Knapp comes in. He'll pick it up. Dishes it back for Carlson. Oh, and just out of the reach of Zolik. Volinick tries to send it deep into the zone. Picked up by 29. He gets tripped up, and this will be a penalty and a goal. 13 comes in, and boy, he's got an accurate shot. That's been 2 accurate shots. Nolan Eicherman is a phenomenal goaltender, but those 2 shots were hard to argue with. I mean, those are good goals. Shorthanded goal. KC taking the 2-0 lead with 2:10 left. 48 seconds left in the power play for the Lancers. Puck comes down to the Omaha end. Barnes on the retrieve. He'll pick it up. He'll pitch it forward to Ridnour, who goes cross ice to Moffitt, and he'll try to muscle his way through their right wing area, wraps it to the opposite side where Graffelman has it. He takes a shot, and it's redirected into the netting, so we'll have a face-off. There's 1:21 left. On the dot, Parsons draws it back. He'll go into the corner. He'll swap with Sinnott. He'll bring it behind the net. Tries to leave it up front for Chubb. Chubb trying to control. Dishes it for Warner. Warner hands it off to Boldick. And Omaha with a nice opportunity, but it just jumps over the stick. Into the zone come the Jets. A shot and a steer aside off the stick of Carter Eaves. This faceoff will be into neutral ice. KC's right wing dot just outside the Omaha blue line. On the tap is Johnston, and he'll face Timmy Johnson. In the first period of play, both teams content to just rag it around down low. Bolduc has it now, and he'll try to by Brocksterman to the point. Spence tries to hold it in. Parr gathers it, and he'll wrap around. And that ends your first period of play where the KC Jets take a 2-0 lead going into the second period. We'll be back with second period action. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers on the Omaha Hockey Network.
Welcome back to the Kansas City Ice Center here for second period of action of varsity high school hockey. Kansas City leads this contest right now after one period of play, 2-0.
Puck is down, game's underway, second period action here. KC picks it up in neutral ice, wins the draw, and Carson Baker launches it in. And Omaha trying to break out here. Warner down the right wing side, trying to retrieve a pass from Parsons. KC back into the Omaha zone with it. Played off by Spence. He tries to move it up their right wing wall. KC stuck behind the Omaha cage and sealed off by Paul Spence. Spence drops it back. Parsons able to pick it up. He'll try to indirect a pass to Warner, and he'll just try to gain the zone. Drops it right back for his defenseman. They'll go D to D behind the net, and Chubb tries to chip it out. Held in by KC, but picked up off the weak side by Spence. He'll bring it down and try to dish it for Parsons. Almost offside, so they'll have to tag up. They'll drop it back to Parr, and Parr will indirect a pass right to Carlson. Carlson will come in. He'll get to the base of the circle, dish it out down from down low, and Johnson can't get a stick on it. Played back up the half wall to Johnson. Johnson's got Carlson wide open. A shot, and he tries to dish it back to, probably should have just shot the puck, but he tried to make the nice play to Tim Johnson and just jumps over his stick. Carlson once again picks it up the wall. He tries to leave it for the Omaha D. Barnes will pick it up. He'll dish it. Boldick to Carlson. Carlson drives from his forehand, and a save by Brocksterman. In the corner, another dish by Carlson from behind the net. He's kind of a serve-it-up kind of guy, I think.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Looking good so far in the second.
Errant pass vacates the zone. This will end up in an icing. Matt Bonicani and Ben Barnes having a little chat. Faceoff comes down into the Omaha zone. Graffelman on the faceoff, number 29 for Omaha and number 28 for the Jets, Ryan Graven. The Jets win it back, but stolen away by Moffitt, and he'll lay it in for Graffelman. Graffelman really showing some grit and determination here. Shot! Backhand from Moffitt at point-blank range in the low slot, and a great save by Brocksterman. That was probably Omaha's best opportunity thus far.
Best opportunity. I think Moffitt would have loved to have had that on his forehand, and I bet you it would have been buried.
Yep. KC comes out with it. They'll pick it up. And flying into the zone, taken out of the play by Dilworth. The puck transitions to the opposite side. Dilworth has it. He's got some skating room, and he'll drive it in. It rims to the opposite side, knocked down behind the net by Brocksterman, and Moffitt trying to play it. It's moved over to Eaves. Eaves tries to move it up the wall, and a shot comes in and bounces off a couple of KC defenders. Into the corner it goes, and that was a questionable hit there. Thankfully, everyone's all right. Puck's played around by 47, Colton Reedman. Zwolik comes out the winner off that little scrum there. He was outnumbered, and he just kept working. Knapp now comes out into neutral ice as Spence has it. He'll skate back and puts it into the zone. Knapp trying to make separation to the point. Parr drills it in. Kareem's off the corner glass. Comes to the opposite side. Omaha's left wing corner. Now played from behind the net. Chubb has it. He'll go to the point. Parr has it. He'll dish it to the opposite point. Spence gets tied up and taken off the play. Knapp has it. He'll drive it back in. Omaha will change personnel. They'll rim it to the right wing corner. Chubb trying to separate the man from the puck. Parr trying to keep it in. Pops out into neutral ice. Stolen off the stick of Parr. Spence able to corral it. And KC has to tag up as they're offside. Warner on the forecheck trying to get around Charlie Graven. Tall order there. Played by Spence. Up the half wall, Trimborn. They try to find Chubb on the weak side. Omaha able to keep it in, and on the regroup behind their net are the Jets. They'll chip it out. Parr will take it. He'll backhand it in. Played by Parsons. Or that's Ben Parsons. Yep, 13. Bolduc has it. He'll ladle it in. Timmy Johnson plays behind the net. Finds Carlson. Carlson drops it back for Johnson. In the corner, up the wall, Barnes. He drops it in. Bolduc picks it up, opposite side, finds Carlson on the back wall, chipped into neutral ice. Now KC takes that puck and squibs it forward, and this will result in an icing.
That line of Carson, Bolduc, and Warner, they did a good job keeping that puck in the zone and getting some a few good quality shots at least.
And Coach Harehill has been flipping guys around. You know, we have a line-by-line chart here, and so we know how it started, but it's ever-changing.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not that way now.
Yeah, and that's good. That's what these games are for. You know, he's kind of experimenting with different combinations and see who looks the best. And players have to be complementary. You know, they have to be homogenous with each other. And
well, it looks like Omaha took one there. I missed it.
What did they do?
Got a penalty, it looks like, maybe?
No, Nick was talking to Rusty, and
well, I just see a player that's kind of half behind the penalty box wall, and I can't tell if they're in the penalty box or not.
I think he's just leaning up on it. There's no penalties on the board, and there's 5 players out there. Off the face-off, puck's directed toward the net. We'll have a whistle and a stoppage of play. You know what? We had to have a change of jersey. So Timmy Johnson is now wearing Josiah Roby's, I think that's his sweater. Is that a 5? I can't read these numbers. Yeah, it's a 5.
I wonder if he got blood on it.
He probably got blood on it, and that was the reason for the stoppage in play. Puck is loose, net front, and it's poked in. Wow. Scrum in front of the net, and it just gets poke-checked in.
You got to outman those guys in front of your own net. If you don't, that's what'll happen every time.
3-0 with 10:14 left in the second. Omaha dug a little hole here for itself. Game is still within reach, but they're going to have to pin their ears back. Hunter Swerzak pots the third goal.
Mason Johnson assisted on that one.
Mason Johnston assisted on that one, and his grandfather Jerry will be very happy about that. Omaha plays it into the KC end, showing better energy, but they just can't sustain a controlled forecheck right now. A lot of good moving parts out there. They just need to gel.
That'll come with time, I think.
I think so too. I mean, you look
First
at
game.
you look at these players on paper, and Nolan Eicherman, wow, he is struggling tonight. Tough day at the office for 33 here. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Harehill makes a change here at some point. He's thinking about it. It is a preseason game. It's a throwaway game. It doesn't mean much, but and I don't think Eicherman has ever been pulled, to my knowledge, that I can remember.
I think you're probably right.
Another shot on goal and cover-up. Carter Ibis. So I've been saying his name wrong for the last couple years.
Always time to correct.
Ibis. Puck's in play in the Omaha zone. Transitions to the left wing corner. Omaha trying to chip it out. They do so, and they take Carson Baker off the puck. They rim it to the opposite side. Volanik on it. Omaha with not a lot of time and space here. A definite, you can tell the wind has kind of gone out of here. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit.
Yeah. Shot goes wide of the net to the point where Parr tries to redirect it back in. It comes out to Austin Beneke. Stolen away by Volanik and retrieved by Graven, and he gets a shot and a steer aside. Now it comes to the opposite side. Baldick trying to gain the zone. Volanik will bring it out. He'll cross the red line. He needs to wind up and take one. He lays a shot in and tries to follow it with a poke check, and it's covered up by Brocksterman.
Right now it just looks like they're tossing the puck around willy-nilly and not really thinking about precision passing at all.
Yeah. And
or looking for an open guy.
It looks like the wind has gone out of the sails a little bit.
We're being outmanned a lot right now.
On the draw, Timmy Johnson against Johnston. Johnson and Johnston. KC wins the tap. They'll launch it the length of the ice, and that'll result in an icing and a face-off in the Kansas City defensive zone. KC leading now 4-0. Once again, Mason Johnston of Kansas City faces Tim Johnson of Omaha. KC wins it back. Stolen away in the corner by Boldick. He'll come in. He gets to the dot. He takes a shot just wide of the net. Puck can't be held in by Spence. And Barnes on the chase. KC with a little more jump in the step right now. Omaha comes out. Carlson has it. He'll skate around. He gets to the base of the circle, dishes it out front, and can't make a connection. Johnston brings it up the half wall, through neutral ice, into the Omaha zone, and he'll dish it for Swarzak. Just wide, and it comes out all the way back to the KC end. Bringing the puck out is Joe Young. He'll gain the blue line and dish it back. Omaha now with a steal. They can get there. A loose puck in neutral ice. Dished over for Moffitt. Stolen away now by Pringle from KC. Played down in the corner by Moffitt. He'll leave it net front. And tied up on the opposite side, weak side post is Redenauer. He can't get a stick on it. Back into their zone. Omaha dishes it. Puck. Oh, Gavin Moffitt had a great opportunity to go cross ice there, and he couldn't shake the forechecker. He had a wide open Redenauer on the opposite side. Face off to the glove side of Brocksterman. Omaha's right wing circle. Drop down. Played in by Dilworth. Rips to the opposite side. Poke checked out into neutral ice where Dilworth will pick it up. He makes an indirect pass. Kicked around. No one in an orange sweater there seems to be able to grab it. KC rims it into the Omaha zone. Sinnott deals it for Dilworth. He'll headman it. Errant pass into neutral ice. Now picked up by Omaha. They'll come in, and that's Zolik. And he had some head contact there. .504 left in the second. 4-0's your score, and Omaha with a player down. And that's Connor Swolik. Coach Kinder's coming out to take a look at him. It appeared he took an elbow to the chin, but it's hard to say.
Looks like the trainer's heading out.
KC trainer's coming out. Will Volinick, captain, was speaking with Rusty Cole on the call, and we'll see what the result's going to be here. Good time for Omaha to regroup, get a blow and some water, and 5:04 left. One more period of play. Well, this doesn't look very good.
It's down for a while.
Yeah, Coach Kinder and the KC trainer are over there with Connor Zwolik, Omaha's number 64. Mike, it didn't look like it was like an egregious hit.
Well, I agree. And I actually didn't see the number that got him, but it was more of a kind of a slide in under, and I think he just caught him with a shoulder.
And I think he caught his chin.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's, that could be a.
Might have bit his tongue. I mean, he's supposed to be wearing a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
That doesn't stop you from biting the tongue, though.
Nope. So we have a stoppage in action here. We'd like to give you updates on the league, but we haven't started yet. So
we are the first set of preseason games.
And since the rest of hockey has ended.
Yes. That was a great Stanley Cup, though, wasn't it?
It was fantastic, but you know what?
It was quick.
Well, yeah. I thought the whole series, from the beginning of the playoffs was good. And so Connor, they've got him sitting up. I watched the first two games, and, gosh, I missed the last
37?
Well,
are you talking about the finals?
No, the finals. Uh-oh. And then it was over so quick.
Yeah, I honestly didn't get a chance to see the final series. I watched several up leading to that, but Tampa Bay just they went on a roll. 2 or 3 close games, and then they manhandled Dallas in that final game.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I'm sure Dallas feels differently, but,
Dallas, a big plotting team with highly skilled players, and they can get up and down the ice, but T-Bay really can fly.
Well, and I read a report that I guess Tampa Bay is under investigation by the NHL now.
Why?
For throwing a wild COVID party after they won. Well, the things, right?
Yeah. They probably had gift packs of masks and gloves, and
I'm sure. Well, we've got a couple players helping Zolik to the locker room.
Well, we had Tro go out in the JV game, and now Zolik. This doesn't look good.
Tro sounds like he's okay, though.
Yeah.
They're just precautionary.
Yeah.
It's preseason.
Yeah, why leave him in?
Right.
Risk.
That's why you pick 37 kids or so in the beginning of the year, and
yep.
Gives everybody an opportunity to play.
So Coach Airhill speaking with Bandit official Russell Cole, and I don't know if there's going to be a call here or not. It doesn't appear like there's going to be.
And I don't think there was an initial call on the play.
And maybe it wasn't an elbow. It looked like his elbow was high, but he may not have made contact with the elbow. Maybe it was a shoulder.
Yeah.
And if so,
there wouldn't be a call necessarily unless they deemed it a head contact. And
yeah,
it doesn't look like that's the case.
Yeah, and that would have been that was my first inclination. Puck is down. Boy, Omaha had a perfect opportunity to win that draw, but that centerman wasn't held off, and he came right in and brought it right down into their zone.
Waiting for the guys over there to start the clock.
Clock still has not started. KC with the puck.
Nobody's paying attention over there either.
Do they even know?
No, I mean...
or is something going on? Yeah, clock.
Unless it's broken, which doesn't surprise me. We've had computer problems too.
So, the clock's stuck at 5:04.
Which means our clock won't be going either. Because I started ours, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, theirs aren't going, so I don't even know where we're at.
Right now, KC with the momentum. Omaha trying to go weak side to Carlson to break the puck out. KC right back at it. Frozen
Sounds like the clock is broken.
Yeah, looks like that.
Just
looks
saw
like
the
they know
moment.
about
Yeah.
it.
Well, that doesn't help the rest of us.
To the point. Knocked down. If you get on your horse, Gavin, he can come in, and he's got a weak sider with him. He dishes it off the stick and a redirect by Ridenour, and can't find the back of the net on Brocksterman. With a great save. Another opportunity, and another great save.
Looks like they got their clock running. Must have stalled out. I don't know if that was needed.
Well, give it to Joel, because he was probably keeping track of the time on his watch
Well,
while the score clock was. Played from behind the net, up the half wall. Barnes jumps in to seal it off. And KC, it seems like every pass is tape to tape right now, Mike.
You know, there's a reason why Kansas City won the tournament playoff last year. They're well coached. They've got speed, and a lot of these guys are the same kids that came back.
Yeah, and they just, they're just relentless right now, and Omaha's on their heels a little bit. Like we can't, right there, Chubb's trying to make a weak side pass, and
whiffing on it.
Whiffs it,
And then there's two that are taken from the front of the net, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be Parsons and number 18 for Kansas City, Jack Martinez. They're going to go off on coincidental roughing minors. .216 left in this second period of play.
I was going to say, it's only the second yet.
Face-off is, the net had come loose. Face-off is the left wing circle for the Jets. The puck is down. Omaha wins that tap. Carlson has it. He'll dump it in, stopped behind the net by Brocksterman. And they'll move it up the half wall. Parr on the pinch in, a shot, and a stick save by, that is Dilworth, excuse me. Same hair.
There's a few of them out there. Yeah, you can't tell by the hair anymore, Mike.
No, I know. Heck, if I was their age, I'd have hair too. Face-off is dropped. KC wins it. They'll try to glassing it out. Kept in by Dilworth. Great job there, skying and using his glove hand to knock it down. KC will go weak side this time. Kept in by Sinnott. And Carlson looks to have broke his stick. So he comes off. Ridenour with a shot. Gets his own rebound. Dishes it for Moffitt. Moffitt dishes it back. And a shot that was launched by...
They must be having problems with the clock again because it didn't move.
Ridenour gets redirected. Looks like, yeah, you're right, Mike. It looks like it stopped at 107 now.
Yeah, it was at 141 a second ago, so issues. Must be first date jitters.
I can't remember if that was if that scoreboard was replaced when Mike came in and bought the place.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Omaha tries to cycle the puck. Ridenour has it. Nice job dishing it to Graffelman on a give and go.
Probably one of the better chances outside of that backhand shot earlier in the game.
KC tries to rim it up. Volinick with the steal, and that almost hit the camera lady right on the top of the head. Face-off just outside the KC defensive zone. Omaha's left wing dot. KC on their draws they've been very successful on their faceoffs, and they're just bull rushing the center. They're just sending two guys right through, and nobody's getting in their way. Time for the face-off option practice.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of options you can run off a face-off, but you got to win them first.
Yeah. Well,
not all of them.
A lot of coaches think that winning a face-off is about 2% skill and about 98% will and determination and intimidation. And puck right across the net mouth, steered aside by Eicherman. Another shot by Johnston goes wide of the net. There's a stretch pass to Carlson. He'll come in, he shoots, and he scores! So Omaha's Trey Carlson was the Swedish torpedo in neutral ice, and the Omaha defenseman, who was that, Mike, that saw him and fed him that puck? Because that was a long pass, and he went in and beat Brocksterman. So Omaha has signs of life here with 7.
Is that Volinick maybe?
I think.
Or Parr?
It's the group getting off.
I was trying to see who just came on.
Well, we'll hear it. Joe will announce it here. But that was a heads-up play by that defenseman. And that ends the second period of play. Omaha fights back here. 4-1's your score. We'll get you the official scoring when we come back for third period action. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers on the Omaha Hockey Network.
Welcome back to the KCIC in Kansas City for period 3 action of varsity hockey in preseason hockey action. Just a scoring recap here on today's game so far. First period, Kansas City scoring a couple of goals. First one by Austin Bonaconki, by Charlie Graven and Colin Backteal. And then Charlie Graven scores the second one of that first period, shorthanded and unassisted. That would be 2-0 Kansas City going into the first intermission. Coming back out in this past period, the second period, Kansas City came back out, notched a couple more goals. First one to put them up 3-0. Hunter Schwarzik, assisted by Mason Johnston and Matt Bonaconti. And then Kansas City notches it 4-0. Carter Ibis from Ryan Graven and Isaac Pringle. 6 seconds left in that period. Omaha gets a stretch pass from forward Trey Carlson. He turns around and beats the defenseman, buries a 5-hole past Brocksterman to give Kansas City a 4-1 lead going into the second intermission. Mike, that second period at times looked better. At times it looked like Omaha just had no energy. But like the wind, like you said earlier, the wind was out of the sails. Yeah, when that fourth goal was scored, you could see a distinct change in the demeanor of the team. I mean, they weren't getting after pucks there. Like the wind, the wind came out of the sails, and as they kept battling, they earned that all back, but. It was too little too late in that second period, but I think with that Carlson goal, that should help stimulate things a little bit, I would think. I think so, too, and I'm sure Coach Harrahill's going to... Oh, yeah. He's been playing dice game, if you will, kind of changing guys around. He's already, changed everything from the beginning setup. Oh, yeah. There's not a single line that's the same, and all the deep pairings have been changed, too. Yeah, the only thing he hasn't changed is the goaltender. Yeah. So far. Yeah. So, yeah, it's good to see. Well, these are the types of games that you want to do that. You just want to see what the best combinations are going to be and the best chemistry and those types of things. Well, the boys are out, circling the net. Looks like the clock's... Well, it's got 17 minutes on there, and the score's correct. It might be fixed. If Joel has anything to say about it, he'll have it ready. Joel doesn't get rattled about anything. No. He's a cool customer, and he's been doing this stuff so long, and he's an official himself, and he just doesn't get too rattled. Like to get a status report on Swolik. Yeah, we'll probably get something later tonight back at the hotel. I don't imagine he'll play the rest of this weekend, just out of precaution. Maybe. Yeah. Unless he's on the ice now, which I didn't take a look and see who came back out. Well, we'll see as these guys flow through. So to start the third period, we've got Brady Ridnour on left wing. Carl Graffelman will be the center. And then on the right side will be Gavin Moffitt. Back on the blue line will be left defenseman Hudson Dilworth, and then Sinnott on the right side. Out to take the draw will be Kansas City's number 13, Charlie Graven. Third period action underway. KC wins the puck back, but now stolen by Omaha. Ridnour can't handle it from between his feet, and now KC's on the puck. They'll go weak side. Looks like Omaha's come out here with some jump. Moffitt rifles it into the KC zone, and they'll try to indirect it out. Dilworth able to keep the puck in, and they'll transition it to that weak side corner. Omaha's right half wall, kept in by
by Sinnott. Dilworth dishes it over to Ridnour from Moffitt, and the backhand goes wide of the net. Moffitt has control again, and he'll dish it down low for Ridnour. Stolen away from Ridnour by number 44, Carson Baker. Left out front for 38, Colin Bachtel, and he'll come out of the zone. He'll dish it over for his teammate Austin Beneke. Omaha thwarts that charge and comes back down the other way. Now picked up in the KCN by number 10, Joe Young. He'll set up behind his cage. He dishes it across ice and back to Caleb Schmitz, and he'll drive it in. Transitions to the far side corner. Kicked out of his skates. Maxime Bolduc has it, and he tries to find Carlson, who was streaking through the center of neutral ice.
Got to take a body there.
Puck's in the corner. KC comes out with it. They'll go to the point here. Picked up, they go D to Young. Young drives it. Loose puck! A shot and a goal.
There would have been a penalty on the play either way.
Off the weak side. It's put in by the Jets, and that makes your score 5-1. Nolan's going to be really ticked off. 5-1, 14:47 left in this third period. Omaha wins the tap. Victor Knapp picks it up. He'll move it up the wall. Fanned on the dump in by Johnson. Backhand shot, loose puck. Omaha covers up, brings it out into neutral ice. Knapp has it. He tries to lay it in. He goes tape to tape with number 47. Reedman comes to the point. Omaha lays it back in. Loose puck, net front. Shot by Knapp, steered aside by Brocksterman. And 3-on-2, the Jets come flying out, and there's not much of a back check on this rush. Belly out play. Nice play by number 28 as he bellies out Graven, and he tries to find that. He had this choice of a crashing forward from in the slot area and a weak side forward, but could not convert. Face off in Omaha's end. Glove side of Eicherman. Omaha wins that tap back. Picked up behind the net. Sinnott dishes it ahead for Dilworth. He comes flying in. Gets a shot. Loose puck in front of the net after a stop. Comes to the point. Graffelman keeping it in as Dilworth jumped into the play. Sinnott now. He'll come in. He'll get to the top of the circle, and he takes a shot just wide of the net. It transitions over to the opposite side corner. And Casey with a launch into the near side corner. Up the wall. Dilworth gains neutral ice, but dumped right back in. Brady Ridnour just blew up number 44, Carson Baker. Coming down the right side, Graffelman lays a puck into the paint area, and it's steered aside. Moffitt, he tries to launch a shot, trying to gain control. It comes out. Spence tries to play it. Stolen away now by number 13, Charlie Graven. Omaha misses the mark there on the pass. And now comes all the way back down into the Omaha zone where Spence will pick it up. He'll play behind his cage. And it's stolen away by Bonacani. He leaves it net front. And now Omaha finds Carlson, who dishes it for Parsons. Parsons comes in and tries to get around Johnston. Can't do it. Play to the far side wall. Bonacani in alone. He beats the defenseman. A shot and a great save by Eicherman. With 11:30 left, it's 5-1. KC leads. Bolduc to Carlson. Carlson looking to leave it. He comes in. He makes a nice move, dishes it back for Barnes. And out of the zone comes Mason Johnston. Another save off. Strong side to weak side shot by the Jets. Volinick moves it for Chubb. Chubb dishes it for Tim Johnson. Comes back into neutral ice. Scrum along the half wall in front of the Omaha bench. Stolen away by the Jets. They come in. He had a weak side forward off that post and decided to shoot wide. Another shot. KC moves it to the point. They'll go D to D. They shovel it over to Pringle. Pringle gets a shot on goal, steered aside. Now Knapp just looking to get a whistle here. Chubb will chip it out. Omaha needs to change. This will give them the opportunity to do that. Parr comes out. He'll skate it down the left wing side. Moves to his forehand. A shot and a glove save by Brocksterman. 9:33 left in the third period of play. Puck is dropped. Moffitt backhands it in over to Riddenhauer. Riddenhauer throws it net front. Back to the point. Dilworth gets stripped. Gains back control and tries to leave it into neutral ice. Comes back to Dilworth. He tries to indirect a pass to a stretching Graffelman, and it just hops over his stick. Back up the wall to Riddenauer. Shot by Riddenauer. And a save by Brocksterman. Faceoff will be in the KC zone to the blocker side of Zach Brocksterman. Maxime Bolduc on the tap. On the push, Bolduc moves it forward. Omaha able to converge on the puck behind the KC cage. They'll dish it to Trimborn. Trimborn has it. He indirects it behind the net and misses the mark with Bolduc. Trimborn lit up there by number 32, Hunter Swirsek. Steal by Trimborn and a shot. Point blank range. And directed right over the top of the cage. A steal by Spence. He dishes it. Shot by Carlson goes wide. Bolduc now with it. He gets another shot. Blocker save. Loose puck. Net front. Comes to the point. Barnes. Shot. Loose puck off the pad. And a nice effort there by KC because that was coming off the pad and rolling into the net. But that was a good save by number 2, Carter Ibis. Omaha with some sustained control here. Haven't seen a lot of that.
No, that's good to see considering.
And the puck leaves the playing surface. .7:26 left in this game. First game of this preseason for both of these teams. 5-1 is your score. Jets lead. Tim Johnson on the draw. He wins it back to Volanek, and Volanek drives it into the KCN. They'll go D to D and come out left wing side. Shot and a save, and then a follow shot, a blocker save by Eicherman. Johnson now carrying through neutral ice. Dishes it across. Can't find the target. Comes back into the corner and out into neutral ice. Volanek has it. He'll come in and indirected out by Casey. This will be icing. And we'll bring it back down to the KC zone for faceoff. Puck is down. Played in the corner by the Jets. They'll rim it to the opposite side. First man there is Moffitt. And he gets a shot on net, and a redirect goes behind the net by Ridnour. And the puck just left the playing surface. And we'll have another face-off. On the draws, Brady Ridnour. Puck is down. It's pushed into the KC end. Wrapped around to the opposite side. Kept in by Parr. He'll take a shot and a stick save and a cover up by Brocksterman. 6:19 left in this game. Face off opposite circle, Omaha's right wing dot. Right off the draw, Graffelman with a shot is steered wide of the net. Parr tries to keep it in and hops over his stick. And here comes number 13. He dishes it, a shot, and 2 back-to-back saved by Eicherman. Graffelman battling through. Neutral ice. Parr loses the handle, and it's driven back down. He's first man to the puck. He gets around pretty quickly. He's skating it out. He's got some space and time. Gets poke checked off his stick. He has it again, gets to the red line, and dumps it in. Moffitt on the forecheck. Omaha will get to change personnel. Loose puck. Hand pass. We'll have a whistle and a face-off outside. .5:14 left in the contest. Gosh, KC just winning the draws like effortlessly.
Omaha's got some work to do there.
That was a push, and that centerman just walked right through everybody. That's Mason Johnston. Shot from the top of the circle. Dilworth with the turnover at the blue line. Knocked down by Swirsek. I thought he was going to bat that out of the air. Swirsek with Omaha ties. His father, Tom, is from Omaha. But they've been living in the KC area probably for probably a good 10 years. Moved up the wall to Carlson, and he'll just dump it in, and they'll get a change. Johnson's out. He'll force the defense. They'll go D to D to Young. Young will indirect it back to Schmitz. Schmitz goes weak side to Ibes. And off the wall, a shot and a cover up by Eicherman. "5-1's your score. 3:54 remains. Shot from the faceoff and a save by Eicherman. Rimmed around to the opposite side. Trickles up the wall, and Omaha finally gets it into neutral ice. Nice pass threaded there to the stick of number 18, Jack Martinez. Timmy Johnson has the stick handle around his own personnel here, which great that he can do that. KC picks it up. They'll come into neutral ice, and out of the zone comes number 22, Pringle. Steered aside by Eicherman. It goes into the strong side corner, now rimmed to the opposite far side. Loose puck by Knapp. He'll come out. He tries to backhand it over to Johnson and can't get it done. KC will drive it back in. Omaha's defense will regroup, and they'll go into neutral ice, and this will be on net. It's picked up by Baker, and he tries to bring it weak side, and here we have a breakaway opportunity by Graffelman, a shot, and a save by Brocksterman. That's a matter of being at the right place at the right time.
Absolutely. You know, Graffelman probably was a little surprised it got to him that quickly, because normally he'd take a little bit more time with it.
Yeah. Well, he was looping in neutral ice, and it just came right. It came right to him. Moffitt, what a save by Brocksterman! As Ridnour was in the front of the net, and that puck bounced up, and he had two shots at it.
It's not for a lack of trying, I can tell you that. They've had some good quality shots.
Yeah.
They've had a large body of work where it looked lackluster, but they've had chances like that, and Brocksterman's come up and made the save there.
Indeed. From the point, a shot by Volinick and a save, and now it's outed by the Jets. Picked up by Volinick. He's got some speed here. He'll make a nice move and tries to dish it. Lays it into neutral ice. Stolen away now by Ridnour. Ridnour with a nice move. Gets it to the net on the backhand, goes wide, and now it's played in the corner by Moffitt. Frozen in that corner. Ticks are coming off the clock. Minute 46 remains. Graffelman, and that puck is frozen behind the net. Now it comes out. Parr able to keep it in, and they'll change personnel and hopefully sustain pressure. Ridnour separates
everything.
Separates number 44, Carson Baker, from the puck. And now we're going to have a call. There's going to be an interference call, and this will go on Baker, I think.
Well, Omaha's got the door open.
I wouldn't volunteer that. I think Baker's going. What'd I tell you?
No, I agree. I'm like, all of a sudden the Omaha door opened. I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Well, Ridnour.
Well, I think that's what he was looking at.
Put a good lick on him, and then he came back, and the puck just happened to go behind the net, and he wouldn't allow him to get to it. Omaha on the power play with 1:17 left.
That was an Omaha draw win. Can't do anything with it, but they won
it. It comes out into neutral ice. Dilworth lays it back in for Trimborn. And KC steals it away. Dilworth picks it up. Chips it out. Tries to go across to Baldick. Can't find the handle. And Trimborn and number 21, Schmitz, collide.
No.
Loose puck stolen away. That's Johnston. He'll just go for the big skate. Omaha leaves it up front to Carlson. He'll peel up on a nice controlled turn. He'll look at Sinnott. They're shrinking the zone here. Spence dishes it over for Sinnott. Boldick to Carlson. Carlson to Spence.
Oh.
Barnes loaded for the one time, but the pass was errant. And that ends this contest. And the Omaha Junior Lancers go down in their first preseason game against the Kansas City Jets. Mike, we'll be back tomorrow with action, JV action at 8:10 and varsity action at 10:10.
10:10 and be on the road by 12:10.
Tune in tomorrow, folks. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers on the Omaha Hockey Network.